I'm going to tell you about hyper-analysis. And the truth is, I'm kidding about it, but using your opportunities wisely. I don't play favorites with the kids, but I do drive an amazing amount of business from our teams because I follow up, and I always have Jordan Baris realtors at the end of the communications, and I do let people know when they say, man, we'd love to give you a present, I say, just think about us for your real estate. So we use data and technology in a lot of unique ways. Next slide, please. Here's some of the quotes that I've been hearing around the industry. I was in Austin, Texas, and the CEO of Prudential said, hyperlocal info is what consumers want to have provided. Our PR just told you that. Then somebody from Ebby Holiday Realtor said, data mining is the future, one of the youngest top executives in real estate. Then Pam O'Connor from Leading Real Estate Companies of the World said, we need to unlock value from the data we have. And then Sherry Chris from Better Homes and Gardens said, data analytics are huge. That was all one day in Austin where actually Matt was there. And let's give a round of applause for Matt for putting together an unbelievable, this is his vision. It's unbelievable, Matt. Wait a minute, I can't see much, but I see the video camera. How are you? I'm going to put you on my Facebook page. Video yourself, cameraman, and you're going to get a pop of publicity also. Now I'll be on his page and mine. So now, next slide. There's basic things that we see. We all tell people, list at the right price to start, because if you overprice, your property's not going to sell, and then when you reduce the price, it'll sell for less, correct? Do owners always listen to your advice to price right from the start? Do they often not? Yes? So what we did is we said, let's use some analysis to show an owner. This is Livingston, New Jersey. And in Livingston, what it's showing on the top is months 1 through 6. It says, in the first month in Livingston, 1 out of 4 properties sell. Those properties, the next line down, in the first month, sell at 99% of list price. Now, in the middle, the green bar, number 2, says the second block is 93% of list price. If I can convince you to price right in the first 30 days, you're going to net 99% on average. And it's going to drop by 6% after 30 days. And by the time you get to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th month, you're going to drop between 11 and 15% on average in terms of your list price to sales price. So if we price it right to start, it'll work. But then the owner says, yeah, but I don't want to underprice the property and give something away. Have we heard that before? If you've been on an appointment with, say, one seller, you've heard it. So what we do is we look, what is the percentage that's sold over list price? And in the first 30 days, 25% of the properties sell. They sell at 99% of list price, and over a third of them sell for over list. So this is something that we're using for pricing. Recently, one of our agents went on an appointment. An owner had a property in Maplewood, New Jersey. It was expired at $499,000. The owner was vehement that they needed 15% of room in their pricing. The other agent who had the listing previously never adjusted the price, couldn't convince the owners, dug their heels in, and they had one showing in 6 months. So our agent said, 15%, you're saying you want $425,000. Owner said yes. Well, we showed this chart. They reduced the price to $439,900. It sold 6 days, $438,000, netting the owner $13,000 more than they wanted because of this chart. Next slide, please. Now, I know you can't read all that, but I'll give you a basic understanding. We break our market down not with the broad brush of this town is up, this town is down, and what's going on by the community, but we break our communities down by school district, neighborhood, subdivision, condominium, and zip code. And by having this hyper-local and micro-local information, we're able to do a really good job of understanding where to market, see emerging trends, help with pricing. And if you click on the next slide, we'll give you a little bit of a blow-up. And what this shows is 2 condominium projects in Livingston. One's called the Regency Club, the other one's called the Point. They seem the same. They both have a nice guardhouse. They both have amenities, pool, tennis, gym, the whole bit. And realtors always think of them the same, and they spend the same amount of money marketing them. And whenever you have a listing in the point, they talk about the Regency Club as why somebody should pay more and less properties sell. So when we broke it down, we saw that their prices are similar, $443,000 to $473,000. But the Regency Club, 58% sell compared to 30%. Where would you prefer to take a listing? And they sell in the Regency Club at 96% of list price, and in the point at 90% of list price. Well, interestingly, we used this information and showed that in the point, it takes 3 times as long to sell, 54 days compared to 145 days. And we've done a great job of using this information to get listings priced right and to get offers accepted. So having the hyper-local and micro-local knowledge and breaking down by development is valuable. It's difficult, but effective. We use a company called Illumin Data. Next slide. The next thing we did is we wanted a mobile tool where our agents could instantaneously get listing information and analytics with it. So part of it is it spits out the information, and we made an unbelievably simple search engine. You just put in the first letter or two of a town, the first letter or two of a street, and it pops them up in about 1/10 of a second. You click on one, clicks the key to say go to the next slide, because I hate saying next slide. And that was kind of funny. Not exactly funny, but kind of funny. So, but it was really funny to me. So, and I'm mostly amusing myself here, and I'm thinking about flying fish at the boardwalk. So tonight. So now what happens is, what we get here with the mobile is the list date, the current list price, the original list price, the status, the name of the owner, the agent, and how to show. So that's just spitting back the MLS to us. But then what we do is we get analytics with it. So for this price range between $500,000 and $600,000, 32% of the properties sell, and it's up 0, meaning it's the same percentage as it had been. The school district, 34% sell. Now, if we click detail, click being the keyword, we now break the community down by the market performance for the town, and then for the price range, and then for the neighborhood, and then for the school district. And what we'll see is sometimes we'll see a town sells at 93% of list price, but a neighborhood sells at 98% of list price. This is very helpful for converting a buyer who's a prospect into a buyer who makes a realistic offer. Sometimes we'll see that in the first 30 days, 32% of the properties sell, and 75% of the time they sell over list. Or in the first 30 days, 5% sell. And we use that to gauge how much time somebody has. Do you have a problem with buyer urgency today? Buyers, do they feel like if they look at a house and they love it, they can still look at other houses for 6 months and come back and get the one? Correct? So we use this to create buyer urgency because the numbers show how critical it is sometimes to make the offers. Next slide. And that just zeroes in. So we always look at what percentage sells in 30 days and what percentage sells over list price. Now, if nothing sells in the first 30 days or few, and few sell over list price, what could you use this for? Price adjustment. Next slide. The other thing that you have to do is this. I just totally pretended I didn't see 2 minutes left. I thought that said 20. So when you have a website, if you go to jordanbaris.com from your computer, you're going to get the site on the left. If you go to jordanbaris.com from a smartphone, you'll get the site on the right. And that's really critical because I don't want to train the consumers to have 2 different web addresses like mobile.jordanbaris, and I don't want them to go to the site on the left on the phone and they can't see it. So Mobile Real Estate ID actually created this site for us, and the key to the site is not having it, it's marketing it. So we take ads that say jordanbaris.com puts North Jersey in your hands, and we teach the consumers about how to use the site, and it's the same address. And that is a really, really important tip. You need a mobile site. and you need your mobile site to be the same address, and you don't want it to be an app that somebody has to go to an app store and download. And that's very, very effective when you understand that. So with that, I'd just like to say I'm glad I came to Orlando, because when I was in New Jersey, it's like 105 degrees, so I came here and cooled down, which is awesome. And I am upset because we have a playoff baseball game tonight, and I'm missing a listing opportunity. So somebody here has to send me a referral. All right, thank you very much.